Hey, Kayla, we'll get started with questions from Jackie Powell. Jackie, go ahead.
Hey K-Mac, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Jackie?
I'm all right. I'm here with Bleacher Report, actually, a different outlet. I wanted to ask you a little bit on the significance of tonight's game. What does beating Vegas twice potentially mean for this team, and what does it say about this team?
We're coming into a hostile environment against probably one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league right now, and their home court right before the break. And I think everybody's kind of fighting for those last couple spots, these last two games. I think we're playing well. We're in a good place where we feel good about what we're doing. There's still a lot of things for us to improve on. So this is one of those games where you kind of get to see where you are as a team against a team who's been together. Their core has been together. So looking forward to it. We know it's going to be a hostile environment. Great fans here in Vegas. So looking forward to it. And it's just a test for us, another test. These tie-break games, these games where you can get 2 out of 3 are really big for us, especially when we're looking for playoff position and things like that. And we're just treating tonight like another one of those.
And wait a minute, if I have this correct, and I may not, is this the first time you're returning to the house, on a new team? Is that what we're dealing with here,
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely weird being on the other side, walking from the hotel to the arena. Yeah, this is my first time. Excited to see the fans. This is a place where I did a lot of great things. I was one of the inaugural team for here in Vegas. It means a lot to me. These fans mean a lot to me. The city means a lot to me. So it'll be good to feel the love tonight and hopefully get a win.
Brilliant. And final one from me, you guys are on this win streak. And I'm curious as to what you make of the idea that if y'all can beat Vegas again, do you think that maybe, the WNBA intelligentsia, all of us, should we be regarding you all as, a team that can make a deep playoff run again? If you can find a way to beat Vegas again.
I mean, it's still really early in the season. We still have a lot of things we like to prove on. We have people coming back from injury. I like where we are. I like the direction that we're going. Even today in Shootaround, holding each other accountable. This is just another test of that tonight, against a really good Vegas team in a really hostile environment. A team that's playing really well, coming off a loss at home. We know we're going to get their best effort. And so it's a test for us, as a team collectively through the ups and downs, the ebb and flow of the game. Are we able to continue to be resilient like we have been, I would say, these last 7 games? So just trying to do little things, fix up the things that we saw on film. And that's a testament to a good team. I mean, whatever they say the WNBA, what would you say? Whatever.
Intelligentsia, or the
whatever they say is what they feel, what they believe. But we also believe something about being the Minnesota Lynx and the culture that we have here and the team that we have here. So tonight's just another test of that. And like I said, looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, Kayla, and thank you for humoring me with my vocab.
You're welcome, Jackie. Thank you.
Take care. Ed, go ahead.
Yeah, Kayla, I'm thinking back to the last game, and one of the things that really bugged you about last game is that you missed a free throw and you ended that streak. I think you ended up tied with Katie, your coach Katie, for the 4th longest streak. But I mean, looking at your career, you've always been a great free throw shooter. I mean, you're a career 900 shooter, 90% shooter there. Has that always been something you were good at, even going back to kid, or is that something that you've worked on, and how much pride do you take in that?
I mean, I take a lot of pride in it. Even at Notre Dame, I think I have the record for the all-time percentage or something like that during your 4 years. So it's something that I've always held my hat on. I got to the free throw line a lot more when I was younger, but even now, technical free throws, all those details. Being a shooter, I take a lot of pride in being able to make shots when nobody's guarding me, and that's a free throw. So I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge. I was really upset about that because I hadn't missed in a while. I think I only missed one on the year, but I take a lot of pride in that. And being a shooter and being consistent there, because free throws win games. Free throws are big momentum swings, technical fouls, defensive threes. Trying to be there for my team in that way, whether shots are going in, going out, they can always depend on me at the free throw line. And that's something that I really enjoy doing. I enjoy the challenge of it, and something I work on every day. I always make 10 in a row before every game. in shoot around and pregame and all that stuff. So just something that I've always just consistently worked on and something that I take a lot of pride in.
You
I'm
know,
at
it's interesting.
record.
There are a lot of good shooters who aren't traditionally great free throw shooters. Is it just like, I mean, what is the key to that in your mind? Is it just getting a particular, like a golf swing, for example, and just making sure that you do it the same way every time, or what is it?
For me, it's just about my routine, and it's a good way to get yourself back into a rhythm. So always making sure I'm taking my time, focusing on the details of it. But for me, it's about my routine. Spinning the ball, feeling the ball in my hands, really getting low into my stance. It's just a way for me to kind of get back into what I should be doing on every shot, which is, bending my knees, my balance, my follow through. It's a way for me to kind of relax and start focus on the details. And that's just kind of how I treated it. I've always treated that way. My dad was huge on making me a great free throw shooter when I was younger, and to be able to take advantage of that. So, now it's just about my routine. It's about just being comfortable and making those plays because free throws have been a big part of this game for a long time. So to be consistent at that is just something that has been able to separate wins and losses.
Last question, with the month-long break coming up, are you gonna, do you have any plans on where you're gonna spend that? Are you gonna stay in the cities? Or are you gonna go home? What's your plan?
I'm gonna take a little bit of a mini vacay with my family, i.e. my siblings, so my friends, just kind of relax. I've been going for 11 months straight between overseas and last season, so mental physical break for at least 10 days, and then I'm gonna actually go home back to Erie. I haven't been home in like a while and spend some time with my mom and my dogs and stuff like that, and then I'll be right back to mini. So more rest and relaxation for me. Like I said, I've been going pretty hard for 11 months, 2 days in between seasons. So for me, it's just about relaxing, kind of shutting everything off.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, go ahead.
Hey, K-Mac, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I was wondering, we've talked a bit the last few games about your two-way play and how you've been getting it done on both ends of the floor, scoring and defending. I was wondering, do those two things, does defense and offense feed off of each other to you? Does getting going on one end help you key in on the other?
I think when you're locked in defensively, you kind of take less pressure off. I mean, there's less pressure on the offensive end if you're getting stops. Kind of like a we don't score, they don't score mentality. That's kind of how I approach the defensive end. I think that's how we approach it as a collective unit. So just kind of keeping that in mind, and when the other team's not scoring, it makes it easier. You take a little bit of pressure off having to put the ball in the hole. In that way. Just thinking about that way, you obviously want to score and things like that, but just thinking about like they don't score, we don't score, or whatever, vice versa. So just trying to think about it like that, but just also taking the challenge of these are the best players in the league, and to consider yourself one of them and being able to compete on every possession is something that I take a lot of pride in, something that Coach Reed really expects of me. So just trying to think about like that way, challenge every possession. We play 2-minute games, 5-minute games in the game, and just trying to get stops as we can, and just taking the challenge that way. But yeah, no, it used to affect me, when I was younger. If I wasn't scoring, it's like I was giving stuff up on defensive end, whereas now it's kind of like the opposite. Even when I'm not scoring, I'm not letting anybody else score on me. So just trying to, keep it even. And I know I'm always a threat on the offensive end, but I also want to be somebody who's able to get stops on the defensive end.
And then I was wondering also if you could talk a bit about just over this stretch of 20 plus scoring games, what the faith of the coaching staff and the support of the coaching staff has meant to you.
I mean, it's everything, and that's what you want as a professional athlete. You want to be able to be coached, but also still be able to have the confidence to be yourself and have that swag, and be able to make mistakes and play through them, and keep moving, because it's not always easy. Shots are going to go in, shots aren't going to go in, but having the consistent mindset of being confident and understanding who I am for this team, and always being able to talk to coach. That's a big thing. Like even free throws, always going over what she sees, what she thinks, what she sees it's open, and what do we need, and just that way I'm always being able to be present within the game. So I've been really thankful for that. Coach Katie Smith has been amazing. just with the details and the holding me accountable for small things defensively and offensively. And then my teammates too, I understand that they're trusting me more and more each game, and just kind of feeding off that. I'm really not doing anything that I don't know how to do. It's just kind of everything's kind of falling into place. And I'm really thankful, like I said last week when I was in Phoenix, just to be here and be a part of this culture, because it's really easy to be successful when you have great people around you and you have great coaching staff, great culture. So I've been really fortunate and just been enjoying the process and trying to finish out this Olympic before the Olympic break strong.
Thanks so much.
We'll go last question to Jack. Jack, go ahead.
Hey, K-Mac. So obviously going into Las Vegas is a real hostile environment, as you said, and probably a little extra juice for you tonight. How do you kind of channel that energy that the crowd has and probably that extra pep in your step that you're going to have personally, into something positive for your team?
Just focusing on the details, being in the present. There's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of emotion for me. Vegas meant a lot. That means a lot to me. It's one of my homes throughout my WNBA journey. I have a lot of love for this city and this team and this organization. I was an all-star for this organization and for these fans, and I know they're going to show a lot of love, and that's going to be emotional. But being on the other side of that and understanding that this is a big game for us, this is a tie-break game for us, and we understand that. I'm going to give all my energy and effort to them. It might be a moment, I don't know, before a game, after the game, where I do feel that and I let myself feel that. But really, it's about winning. And they know that. They know me. They know that I'm going to be competitive. They know that I'm going to give them my 100% regardless of anything else, regardless of what's going on. I'm excited to see a lot of people that I haven't seen, Christine Monger, Dan Padover, the girls, obviously, a lot of the fans. I have a lot of love. I'm excited to see a lot of the 21 jerseys in the stands. That never gets old for me. It's more than just a game for me. So I'm really looking forward to see them. But, it's about getting the dub, and we're on a 5-game win streak. So we know we're going to get their best effort coming off the loss in a hostile environment. Hopefully we'll have a couple more cheers than normal for us. But I'm looking forward to it. These are the type of games that you love to play in as a pro against the best team in the league. First time being back here since 2019. So looking forward to it. Weird being on the other side. Like I said, it's weird. I'm not going to lie. It is weird, going to the visitor locker room and things like that. But excited for tonight. Excited for the energy. Got my brother here. So just looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thanks, K-Mac.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla.
Thanks.
Thanks everybody for hanging with us. I will get this link sent out as soon as I can. And for those of you joining us pregame, we'll see you soon.
Yep. Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Corey. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Thanks, Jack.